Well, that was a huge turning point when I met Darren Stevens, and it's very interesting because he ended up being my publisher and I became an author, but that was the furthest thing from my mind. I had never ever considered that I was going to write a book and become an author. I just knew I was going to learn new things, but that wasn't one of the new things I was going to learn. But interestingly, that was the turning point for me, and it has totally changed my life. And you know, to people it might sound a bit cliche, you say that with it's changed my life, but it really has. And it's become from becoming that author, it just opens the doors to all the people that you can meet, and it's been the opportunities that I've had from it and all the new associations I've had, and you can just people are receptive to you talking to them, and you're accepted in all these new circles, and so that really is it's huge, absolutely, totally life-changing. Okay, so on the day that I was crushed under a two-storey building was in 2011 when the Christchurch earthquakes happened, and that was a really life-changing event for me. As you can imagine, with earthquakes you don't get any warning that they're going to happen, so it's in split seconds. Your life's literally changed. I remember glancing up and I just caught eye contact with my daughter, and I could see the fear in her eyes and that she couldn't move and she was terrified, and so I knew that we had to get out, and I just yelled at her, "Quick, we've got to get out." And we literally took 4 steps and it was all over. It was like someone opened up the roof and just poured in these tons and tons of bricks and rubble on top of us, so there was no chance of moving any further and we were just completely buried. And so in those moments, all I can remember of thinking is I just didn't want my daughter to die. But I really believed with real certainty that this was it. This was our time. We were going to die on that day. It's quite dramatic if you think one moment you've got a business and you're earning money, and in a split second it's gone, so you've got no income. Your home where I was living was gone, my car was gone, your possessions are gone, so you face this and you think, what do I do now? And so I knew very quickly that there was no point. I had a choice. I could concentrate on everything I lost, and where would that get me, because there was nothing that I could do to change the events of that day. So the process was quite quickly. For me, I looked at it like, well, you've got to flick a switch, I have to look this way. Well, what can I actually do about it? And so I decided that I didn't want to go down the same path as before, that even though I had always had a business, I didn't want to do it in the same process because I knew it would take too long to earn that money the old way, and that I had to find new ways of doing things. So what Darren has taught me, this is total certainty that will make a huge difference to my income, and that was what I was searching for, was that I could learn new ways that I could earn money faster and quicker and easier, and that would lead on to me being able to help a lot more people, and that has been my goal, that I wanted to make an impact on the world, and I can do that now, and I would never have been able to do that if I hadn't met Darren Stevens.